What's up, everybody? Hope you are doing well and taking care of yourselves at this time. First and foremost, I want to give a quick shout out to all the new 2,000 followers, actually over 2,000 followers in the past 2 weeks. Welcome and thank you for believing in our mission and joining us as a community to preserve and to continue to pass on our culture to our kids' kids, and to the many generations to come. I've been in my mind a lot lately. I've been doing a lot of reading and reflecting. And as I'm reading and reflecting and listening to things, I'm reminded of some things that my mom shared with me. And I wanted to pass this on to you all. It's okay. And if it impacts you, this is what you needed to hear, you've been searching for. I hope that it inspires you in some ways or motivates you to continue on with this thing called life. Here's one piece of advice for you. Stop saying, I know. Simple as that. I know. What do I mean by this? So for example, you're doing something and somebody sees you doing that. They may be more experienced in what you're doing, and they give you a piece of advice. And when they do give it to you, don't say, I know, and then go back to doing what you're doing. So if all you say is I know, guess what's gonna happen? They're no longer gonna teach you. Apparently, yeah, you guessed it. You know it all. You know it all. I know already. Yeah, I know. But you won't ever learn if you're rigid in your mindset. If you think you know everything, okay. And then when that happens, this is what starts happening. No one's gonna start telling you. No one's gonna start teaching you. No one's gonna give you advices anymore. And then how are you gonna feel? You're gonna feel rejected. You're gonna feel isolated, alone. You might wonder, how come no one teaches me? How come no one wants to talk with me? How come no one wants to help me? Well, again, you guessed it. Apparently, you know it all. Let's say that. Because you're in your own same rigid thinking, unwilling to learn, unwilling to allow someone else to help you grow. So the secret here is very simple. Be a lifelong committed learner. A lifelong committed learner, taking the stance of humility, the stance of humbleness, and being willing to be vulnerable. Because if you can't do any of these, okay, yeah, I guess you know it all. And apparently it doesn't do anything for you because you know it all. So the secret again, be a lifelong committed learner. Instead of saying, I know, okay, try something else. Maybe say, okay, how about that? Or how about say, yeah, let me try that. Or maybe just being appreciative of the advice that someone actually gave you a piece of advice. More time, they don't have anybody to teach them anymore. Or they don't have older siblings to teach them. Or they don't have friends who are willing to teach them. But if you have people who continue to teach you, continue to allow that space, to open up that space to learn. Be a lifelong committed learner. Allow yourself to be vulnerable at times. Take that stance of humility and humbleness. And that's the secret, the key to continuing to grow, the key to advancing your life, and the key to becoming a better version of yourself. I hope that helps. I'm going to title this Wednesday Wisdom. Not really my wisdom, but the things that I've learned from my parents, from Yalao, and from all the people that I've interacted with. Even this lower... That's Cheng right there. So as I close, I want to share a quick Banglu too. And I think I've shared this one with you all before. cho lão yên chỉ có ta cút lệ cú sa cút lệ cún sa cút tôn hình cú sa cút lệ cú sa lên giờ mà cút lệ cún sa cút tôn hình cú sa. Don't be that same old person. The person who is rigid, unwilling to learn, unwilling to grow. Cái trong tụi lệ cái nào nu chỉ能差lệ cú lệ, unwilling to change. So let's not be like that. Let's allow ourselves to grow. Allow others to give us advice to help us grow. I hope that makes sense. I hope you are doing well. As always, take care, be well. Peace out.